G'day guys, it's Curly for the Quad Skate channel and other channels. How are you today? The other day, someone was asking about a thing about heel slip on one of the other skate pages. I can't remember which. But what I did have, I put up about how I do my heel slip issue because I have narrow ankles as well. So I always get heel slip in my boots a lot. So what I do is I make my own. I did go the commercial one, the little leather things you buy from Kmart or the chemist or whatever for heel slip. But I decided to make my own. So you can see now I've got one stuck in there inside the LXT boots. These are the wider boots which I'm going to put on now because my feet are getting quite sore, which is old age, I suppose. And they seem to be widening, and I can't wear a lot of my boots now because they just hurt after a while. I was going to go Bonds, but I'm a cheapskate, so I don't want to spend too much money on boots that might not work. I'm just going to spend $500 something on a pair of boots, set of boots, because I like a low cut. Actually, those low cut boots, I had a set of Cruciani boots, and a long time ago, they only started making those because someone sent a picture of those Cruciani boots to Bont, and they started making the low cut boots. It's a bit of trivia for you. So basically, the low cut boots is not because of me, but because someone took a picture of my old Cruciani boots and sent, and they said to Bont, "Oh, can you make something like this?" And they went, "Yeah." That's the story I've heard. Anyway, if it's true, it's not true. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, get back on track. So what I do is now I'm going to make, these are going to be my boots because they're nice and wide. You can see these are quite wide. And there's no pinching on the boots. I've tried to stretch out my wrist sports, and I've tried to stretch out some other boots by other LXTs. They sort of work, but I just can't get them stretched out far enough so they don't hurt. So I'm going to mount these up to something. Now, I don't know what. Well, I'm going to mount them up to a set of LXT, the old Zap plates, which is my preferred probably plate at the moment because the new LXT one, which basically I have been told on good authority that these are the only ones in existence in the world. That's what I've been told by a guy who works at LXT, that they are the only plates out in the wild. Trouble is, they're a little bit long for me. They're 167, so that's slightly too long. My maximum probably 160, so I don't know what to do. I don't really want to sell them. I don't want to get rid of them because they are the only ones in the world. But the thing is, they are basically, the unicorn of unicorns. They are the only ones in existence in the wild, outside the factory that I know of. I also have been contemplating lightening these down a bit. Now, I'm not a weight weenie by any means, but they are still a bit chunky. They're quite thick through the plate there. I could thin that plate out, and I could also shape it because that middle bar there is quite strong. It's thick as a brick. I could shape these down, curve them in a bit, and get rid of some of that just down here and come back out. I could shape these to take some of the weight off. I don't know if I'm going to yet, out of respect for Rahul. I don't know whether I should or shouldn't. I don't know. I'm still tossing up that, but they are my plates. I own them. They're mine, so I can do what I want with them. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll go there. So, going back to the heel slip issue, what I do is I get actually a bit of a mouse mat, which is almost like all wetsuit material type thing, which is similar to a mouse mat. And I've actually cut a shape out. Similar, I just designed a little shape, or sort of based on the ones that you can buy. It's just a little thing that shapes to the boot. Obviously, it's going to depend on your boot. And I stick that inside, like I have there, with a bit of shoe fix or shoe goo. Don't know what you call it in other countries. You might have something similar, but it's a shoe goo, shoe fix, some sort of flexible glue which you can use for fixing shoes and boots and so forth. So what I do is I'll try and go through the process here a little bit without seeing. So I just go tilt the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So excuse the shake for a second. So hopefully you can see that. So I can't really see myself what I'm doing, but I'm sort of there. Okay, so what I've done, I'll take the inner sole out, so I don't want to get the inner sole stuck in there. I don't think I'm going to. But as well with these boots too, I can't seem to buy a commercial inner sole that's that wide. So I wonder the inner sole's not that great on these. But anyway, so I have my heel slip, my homemade heel slip, and I just put a bit of shoe goo on it, Get the lid off the Shugu. Put a nice amount on there. All over. So it's nice and liberally on there. Can you see that? Yes. Okay, so a bit of good liberal amount of Shugu. We want it to stick. We don't want it to come apart. We don't want it to come off. Try and get it, not get it all over my fingers, but that's almost impossible sometimes. It's a bit fumy, so probably if you are sensitive to fumes, you probably should want to put a fan on or something. And then I, just rubbed it over the shoelace. Oh, God. Anyway, bit of a glove. I then place it, I half do it here. Yeah, so this is, like I said, impossible not to get it all over your fingers. I don't normally do it. Normally I do it in a couple of stages, but today I'm going to do it in one go. So I'm going to try and keep as much of it off the boot as I possibly can. It doesn't need to go. And I have a big clamp, just a couple of little clamps I've got from Bunnings. Clamp it down so it's clamped in position. Make sure it's sitting in the position that you want. Try and get it as high as you can without it coming past the top of the boot. You don't want it sort of sticking out, be seen. And then this is a matter of then clamping. Make sure it's nice and firmly stuck up in there. And then just a clamp there. And another clamp up on the side. Hopefully this is not too... I'm just going to take this back one off for a second again. And just adjust it up so it's nice and... Try and get that as high at the back as I can. I've done this with a couple of my skates. I've got done this heel grip, homemade heel grip on a couple of things. And it seems to work quite well. Like I said, I have a quite a narrow foot, narrow heel, I should say. Wide at the front, but narrow at the back, so it's a bit of a pain. That's the other thing about buying the Bonts is, if they're not right for me, what am I going to do? I know the whole thing, measure your foot and everything, but that's measuring your foot. It doesn't really go around your heel as far as I know, the measurements. So anyway, so I've got the glue in there. You can see it's glued in there nicely now. Put the camera back up again. Oops. Come back so you can see my ugly mug. There I am again. All right, so guys, there you go. So what we should get at the end of the day is one I prepared earlier. You should see that the heel grip is in there. So when you put your foot in, you get nice cushioning around your heel, which should stop some heel grip. It's a thought. See how it goes. Like I said, it's just a mouse mat, or you could use wetsuit material if you've got an old wetsuit. But the mouse mats seem to work quite well. You can, they're pretty cheap. You can just go down to Officeworks or whatever and pick up yourself a mouse mat, or Kmart, whatever they have. You might have an old mouse mat sitting around at home. And you can see now it's in there, ready to glue. Let it sit overnight. Usually, sitting overnight will do well. And yeah, so let me know what you think about that. Like I said, this is a bit of a quick lunchtime video. I've got my microphone dangling here. You can probably see it. There he goes. Woo! See it hanging there. Shadow on my face. Bad technique. I just used the phone camera today. Let me know what you think about me changing this. I know it's my decision, but do you think I should respect the fact that these are the only ones in the world and not touch them? Or should I get rid of them? I don't know, because I want to use them. I mean, I probably could use them just as a session skate. Like I said, I want to be, just that thing of having the only ones in the world. It's pretty cool. It's just unfortunate that Rahul passed away, and that they seem to, LXT has seemed to just died. I've tried I've contacted them, asked them questions. They just seem to be ignoring me. So I've actually, if you even go to my LXT Down Under page, I've actually taken off the Australian official distributor because I don't feel I am anymore. I'll keep the page going, but I'm not going to be the official person anymore. I'm not going to get stuffed around. It's just not worth it. So, as you know, guys know I'm honest. Honest about these things. Like I said, these are beautifully made plates, as I said. They're a bit chunky and heavy compared to what the Bowens just came out. I did put a link up about the new Bowens that came out. I think Jason Caldwell go to Jason Caldwell's page, you'll see pictures of the actual in the wild plates. They look quite nice. But like I said, once again, I'm a cheapskate. Am I going to spend $545 or whatever to get them? I really like to look at the Paco Albert ones as well. The Paco Albert ones, to me, I like to look up better. They look almost, they look like the old Bowen Speeds. But something about the new Bowens, just a bit, I don't know. They look tinny to me, but like I said, they're probably fantastic. They're great. They're nice and light, and they're probably fantastic. But I don't know if I want to spend $545. I'm happy to take a free set, Bowen, if you want to see me one set, and also Paco. No, look, I'm joking. Sort of. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Hey, it's Curly from Skate Australia, bringing back quads and the Quad Skate channel and other associated pages. Take it easy. Love you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll get back to you as soon as I have any information or anything we're referring to quad skate plates and so forth. Anyway, catch you later. See ya.